if you're new here, my name is Mike, and this is my 6810 Ford, or I should say Ford 6810, third generation, 1990s. This is my farm tractor. Just about just over a year ago, we did a top-end rebuild. Effectively, we did a head gasket. We did the head gasket and everything above it, and we checked and cleaned everything. But it's come time for her first service since then. So I suppose let's just dig right into that. The only other update I've got, we're kind of working through a restoration of her at the moment. So we did the panels, we did the engine. We're working on getting the rest of it painted. My guy is supposed to be coming this summer to do it. Hopefully, it's kind of been put off every year, but hopefully this summer. Currently, the dashboard for this unit is over in England at the moment, being repaired. None of the dashboard indicators worked, so we never knew our speed or RPMs. Our hour meter wasn't working, so every service she's gotten in the time I've owned her has been just guesswork, and I just did it every year. So hopefully we get the dashboard back before too long. They said about 2 weeks. It's been gone. Today is Saturday. It was shipped out on Monday. Hopefully during the next week we'll get our quote for it. We'll have it back in hopefully just over a week. But yeah, what we're going to do our service today, we're just doing an engine service. I did the hydraulic filters not too long ago because we were having some issues, and it turns out one or two of them was clogged. Didn't film that, unfortunately, but we're just going to do the engine, and then next year we'll do everything. So let's get right into it. Let's change out the, we're pretty much just doing the engine oil filter and fuel filter today. It's not going to be too exciting, but I just thought I'd film it, and I'm having a stroke here. I said I'd film it, and we'll go on from there. Let's dig right into it while she's warm. We've been doing a lot of stuff for the afternoon, so she's been running for the last 2 hours, so she's plenty warm now. Right, let's dig right into it, and let's get something to catch this oil and start draining that. Yeah, our glass, as you can see, not exactly transparent. So no matter how clean you think your diesel tank is, really important to have that. And there was some water in it. That is not diesel. Well, I mean, there's diesel in it, of course, but there's water in that. So really important thing to have, no matter how clean you keep your diesel. They have them. So we do have replacement rings for that. We're going to give this a good wipe down. Get everything clean. You can see someone wasn't as fortunate. Give that a couple chips, but it still works, so don't worry about that. We're nearly finished draining our oil. In fact, any normal person will just leave it at that. But we still need to worry about our fuel, so we'll do that first, and we'll do that later. So we're going to clean this now, reinstall filters, and change our seals. And then we'll refill the oil and get going. Okay? Oh, getting it, that's the question. You can see her filling the primary, or the sedimentary bowls, so that's good. Modern tractors have an electronic lift pump, which is what this is. Well, they have an electronic lift pump. This is just a pump, so you turn the key, you'd hear the purring, the clicking. On this one, you gotta give it, what do they call it? Resuscitation or whatever. You gotta pump the heart of the beast. I don't know if you guys can see our glass. Here, I'll bring it over there. Our glass is nearly full now. Let's shed some light on the subject. Right. Oh, will you cooperate, please? Today it's just one of those days. Yeah, so you can see our glass is nearly full now. If we pump this a few more times. Yeah. It's probably impossible for you guys to see, but it's just up to here now, so gotta fill this and then fill that. This is the easiest way I know of doing it. Let's just hand pump it, and then we gotta put in our oil here. I need to wipe all that down. Make sure none of that shit goes in, right? So I'm gonna go pumping for a minute, and we'll see you in a moment then. It's amazing how early it gets dark around here. Right, we're gonna put our plug back in. Rag. Wipe down your plug. I have to replace this plug sometime. That nut's getting rounded. One of these days it's going to be impossible to get off. Or more difficult, so. One of these days we'll replace that, but it's good for now. Now, if you're servicing an engine that hasn't been run in a long time, it very well might be worth flushing the engine with a small bit of oil, or some people say to flush it out with a little bit of petrol. I don't quite agree with don't know about the petrol, because, man, if there's any residue, that petrol is going to really make crap with the rest of your stuff, so I don't know. I am using a torque wrench just because my normal wrench is so small. We really are only literally hand tightening this, so it's about for anyone who's wondering, it's about 42 foot-pounds, or sorry, 42 newton meters. 42 newton meters of torque, which is absolutely nothing. I just want enough so I can wet my hand. Now, since it's a horizontal filter, you don't do this. But if you're installing a vertical filter for oil, I can't think of any instance where there is a machine that would have one. But if you are, you can pre-fill this so that your oil pressure, you get oil pressure that moment sooner. But I don't have, you really just can't do that with a horizontal one, and it's really truly not needed. So once you give a little bit of oil on the rubber, stick that there. Oh. Oh, come on. Make sure it treads on right. It should really glide on. As soon as it stops, you just hand tighten. I can't emphasize it enough. You only hand tighten a filter. The ratchets for filters are only for removal. You should never, ever need to use a ratchet for installation. So turn it, hand tighten, and then ease off a little bit, and you're done. You shouldn't have to do it any more than that. If it leaks, then investigate. You should never, ever do anything more than hand tighten the filter like I just did. Unfortunately, the bloody filter is black, so I'm unable to write on it. Be clearly to see. Normally, like on the other filter, I write the date, so just in case like my hour meter's not working, I know when it was done. But I do have a logbook for this tractor, so we'll write it down in there, the date. So we have our filter in, we have our plug in, and I say torque down. It's just in. We have our plug in. While we're here, check that. That's fine. That's your power steering, if anyone's wondering. Okay. Righty-ho. Let's go to the other side. Put oil in, and once we get a good level reading, we'll start her up and running. Some people are going to be complaining if I'm not going in the right pattern, but honest to gosh, it's not that big of a deal. I wonder if it was just loose, because these don't seem to be very tight at all. We didn't tighten them enough. Okay, so after a bit of wrenching, we have the alternator disconnected, the air intake disconnected, and I take off the other half of this. So hopefully he will just come up now. She appears to be. Yes. Okay, just a few wires. Oh. Okay. Gasket doesn't look too good. There's not a heap of hours done on this. It's probably about no more than 300, I'd say. Would you go get me a rag from over there? So, this is after, I'm guessing, no more than 300 hours. Dash is broken, so we don't know exactly, but it's not looking the greatest, in fairness. So, if I had one, I'd replace it, but today we're going to clean it, and unless it's really bad, we're going to seal it and hopefully put it back on. Right, so we'll start cleaning it. I'm going to start sealing now. Right, rocker cover is reinstalled. We have our sealant in. They're nice and tight. When I was taking them off, the bolts seem to be pretty loose actually, so maybe that was part of the cause of it leaking. But yeah, we're gonna put you in a hyperlapse now, and we're going to reassemble our alternator and our air intake that we take out, and effectively put it all back together. So let's hit super fast build mode right now. Well, that's about all I got for you today. We fully serviced it. The engine, of course. Hydraulics were done mid-year, so eventually, after a few years, we'll get them both down to being serviced at the same time. But yeah, only minimal leaks, so doing better than. Anyway, hope you did enjoy. If you did, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new, because I got more content coming. I'm trying to do content every week now, so hopefully that stays going. But yeah, I think I'm gonna pack it in now because I gotta head inside and edit this for you guys. I gotta have dinner and then I gotta hit the college. So got a busy week ahead of me. And anyway, hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. It really does help. And we'll see you all next time. Say bye, Bella. Say bye. Say bye to the viewers. Yeah. Who's a good dog? Who's a good dog? Hey, look, it's Megan Hall. Hey. How are you? You stop. You stop. You dirty. You're okay. Talk to you later.